Welcome back to Cat Simplified channel. In this episode, we are going to look at website or web page structure, what you need to do. So website phase 3. And then the content. So basically what you need to do. Now, you can have maximum 5 or 6 pages, or you can even have 3 pages, depending on what you want to do and how you want to place your structure or how you want to place your information. Now, I will advise that if possible, you have about 4 or 5, and then, but strictly I won't say strictly, you are not forced to add CSS style, but then it makes your page look better. But then, if possible, make use of HTML. Now, the website, first page, home page, that's the first page. Then you can save it as index.html. You can save it as index.html. And then you must have welcome heading and then a brief introduction, short description of the research topic, include an image or a banner related to topic. So you can take any image related to ethical use of AI. And then you can also have navigation menu to other pages. That's the link. So hyperlink, navigation or hyperlink to other pages. So the pages like introduction, findings, and references. So on the first page, you must have the navigation, and this navigation menu should be there for all the pages as well, so that you can navigate from one page to another. The second page will be the introduction. That should include the abstract, your abstract, and then your introduction from phase 2, a phase 3 report. So you copy them and then you put it there on introduction page. You can place them as in a table, or you can just put them the heading and then the paragraph by using the paragraph tag and then the heading tag. So, like I said, you must mention the purpose, the problem statement, and then the focus area or the focus of the investigation. Use the H1, the heading 2, the paragraph, and then the UL and the OL tag for list. You can also use multi-level list. And then the third one can be the literature, whereby you summarize your key research or the key findings under your literature from phase 3, background, benefits, ethical use, and then the solutions. So you put them in one page. If possible, use proper paragraph and then the headings as well. You must add citation or references at the bottom. So when you're adding citation, we use tag like cite, which I will show you in the next video, and then the references also. Now, the next one will be findings. You can either combine 3 and 4, or you can separate them. Findings, which will be the table from your questionnaire summaries. So the summary that you had there, you create a table by using the table tag, and then you put the information there, the chart, the images, and everything there. Right. And then the last page, or maybe the last but one, will be the analysis page, whereby you have the interpretation. But if you did it on the table, the spreadsheet analysis, whereby the interpretation is already there, you don't need this part. So you can remove the interpretation part or the analysis. So we can combine the analysis with the findings as one. So instead of 5 here, you can put 5 in a bracket by combining these two as one page. And then here will be 5. That will be the conclusion page. Under the conclusion page, you can put the references, also the list. So the conclusion page Or the conclusion page can also be part of the analysis and conclusion. You can do that also. I'll highlight this so that you don't have so many pages as well. So these two can be put together. Analysis, conclusion, and then the finding. You can put them as one page. Then lastly, so this will be number 5. So all these can also be 4. Page 4. And then this will be number 5, which is the list of all the cited sources. So your references that you have on phase 3 report, you put them here in the bullet. So you can use other lists and then or a simple paragraph tag for each reference so that you list them. So basically, this is what you need to do. And then you can also use, if you want to use CSS style, you can use that one as well, but then it is not compulsory. You can use CSS style like header, navigation, and then the footer as well to make your work look better, which I will show you how to use embed CSS style. Now, here, the folder structure, you must have pet phase 3 website, and inside the pet phase 3 website, you must have this. You must have this HTML, or you can combine them, index, about, or you can say introduction. Introduction page, literature, findings, and then conclusion. So you can combine the findings and the analysis as even one page as well. And then the images, you put all the images also there. Remember the website, everything must be on the same page. So you put the images, the chart. If you are having a chart or graph, you can use snipping tool to make it as image. You save it and then to become like image. Right, this is the folder structure, and this is what is expected from you regarding the phase 3. Like I was saying, I will just start by making or creating a simple page, what is expected from you. So I'll open my HTML. I'll open my Notepad++ and show you how you will start by creating these pages. Right, so you start with your HTML, you create your first page, and then you move to head tag, and then the next tag is the title. So here our title will be, because it's the first page, so we can say home page. Then you close your home page, you close your title tag. And then you close your head tag. Then you open your body tag. Don't forget, you can change the background color, BG color equals to, let's say, light blue. Again, you can put a text color. That's the font color. The text equals to maybe red. Always choose color that will match. If you want to use image as a background, instead of BG color, you can say background. So if you want to use image, you don't need to use BG color. You must say background equals to maybe AI.jpg. Remember, this AI image must be in the same folder. Now let me try to save this file, save as. I'm going to have, so I have my folder that says pet phase 3 website. And then inside it, the first page is index, or you can say home dot html. You save it as html. So you must say dot html, then you save it. Now all the font, all the text will be in this color. That blue color. Attributes will be in red color. Now, after this, then you move straight to your actual content. Remember, like I said, if we check on the page, what needs to be there? First one, the home page must have welcome heading and brief intro, short description of the research, and then include the image. So you can put an image there and other things, and then the navigation. So you can just put your short description in a paragraph, or maybe in the heading one. Description, which is the you put the heading there, that is the AI, ethical use of AI in education. And then you close your H1. Now, this one also you can use another tag called, if you wanted to rotate. So you call it Machive. Direction equals to left. That is, you want it to move. And then with this ethical use of AI, you can put short description. You type it in paragraph like P. This research focus on the ethical use of AI in education sector. Maybe you add just a brief introduction. You close your paragraph. And then the paragraph, you can just say align equals to justify. Right. So you have this brief introduction of it, and then you must put your, or even before the introduction with the H1, you can insert just a small table, and then you put your navigation. So you can insert a table here, table, tag, then you have your size or the width equals to 100%. Cell spacing equals to, let's say, 4. Cell padding equals to, let's say, 6. And then, yeah, this is what is needed. Equals to your table. Then you have the TR, table row. And then you have your TH, the table head. The headings, so the first one will be, let's say, about. But now this about must link. So to be a hyperlink reference equals to about.html. And then you just say maybe about, or the home page. And then you close your TH. So that's the first one. So you don't need to continue. You just do copy and paste. You paste. You right click, paste. Depending on the number of the navigation that you have. So here we are linking to, let's check. We have about page. Yeah, the first one is index, about, literature, findings. So we have, here is index to home page, and here is about page. The about page is the introduction. Then here, the third one will be literature. And then this will be literature. And this one will be finding. So you can paste again. Let's say our last one is conclusion. So findings, and then this one will be conclusion. Right. So basically, you have this. Then when you are done with your TH or your table heading, then you close your TR, the table row. It should be just one row. And then you have all these. Then you can now close your body tag. And then you close your HTML. So I save my work. Now let me go and check how it will look like. So my page, that's phase 3. Right. So basically, this is the page. And then you see the ethical use, the effect of the marquee to be turning there. And these are the links, the hyperlinks. And with the background color and others. So basically with this, the home page, we can, if you like, can we add the home page with the introduction by adding your introduction to make your things shorter. So here I can add my introduction also instead of introduction page. And introduction, I can create a table with 2 columns, then I put my introduction. So I can create a table, cell spacing equals to 8, and then cell padding equals to 12. Then I have the weight equals, let's say, 70%. Right. And then I have my TR. Then with the TR, the first TR, I must put, let me put this one here. The first TR, the table row, I must put the headings, which is TH. And then the first one can be introduct or abstract. Then I close my TH, that's the table head. And then the second table head will be introduction. Then you close your TH. Now, when you are done with this first row, you close your TR. Remember, this is the first row from the table. And then the headings will be abstract and introduction. So I move straight to the next one, which is then the next table row. Then instead of TH, it will be TD, table data. Then I can say align equals to maybe justify. Then the table data, I copy that information from my introduction. So let's say from my abstract. So I pick my abstract information. So you copy your abstract, then you put it there. Let's say short description. I just put it here. I put my abstract here. Don't forget to make it in paragraph. Then when you are done with abstract, you close your TD. Just want to put an example. And then here you open another TD, which will be for the introduction. So you type your introduction. And then you close your TD. So if I'm done with my table, I close my TR. Then I close the table. Right. One thing that I forgot at the beginning here is that after the body, and with these ones, I must also type. Just say you must type before the heading here, heading 1. You can put BR for section. Try to put more breaks. And then I type maybe the school, the name of the school. The first page must have all of them. So you can put school as the heading. So you can just say school. Type your name of the school. Then also, when you are done, you put another BR. Then you type, after the school, you type your name. Don't forget the cover page must have all of them, another BR to give space. Then, so you should have your school name, your name, and surname. And then you must also have the date submitted. So you must have the date submitted. You must have your focus question. Focus question must be there. And then you must put BR again. Then you put, so it's whatever that is on your cover page in phase 3 report must also be in the first page. So let's save it and check the effect. There we go. So you have your name, your surname, everything there. The ethical used as the title with abstract. This is the table. So your abstract will be here and your introduction will be here. You put them. This information is very important. If possible, you can put your references also at the bottom, and then Now I was talking about the site. How do you cite? We put the site as a citation. So let's say I have so many information here. After typing the information, and then you want to cite. So we use a tag called cite. Then you put, let's say it was the name, don't forget, it should be the name, comma, 2014. Then you close your cite tag. So you see, it will be there like a citation. Every information that you got from somewhere, you must acknowledge the source of your information. You need to acknowledge the source of your information. Right. You can change the font sizes. So you must apply all of them, font, tag. Let's say maybe here I want to apply the font. So I just a font size, let's say equals to 14. Face, Algerian. And then color. That's the color equals to black. So you see, you must apply the font depending on what you want to do. So now you see here the site Sirantwi 2014 is has been cited. So basically you must apply font tag, you must apply UL and other things. Now when you are done with your first page, you don't need to do a lot. That page over here, that page here, you must duplicate them. So you copy and then you paste them based on the number of pages you have. Duplicate them. So creating your first page is very important. Very, very important. Now, the first page is home. The second page, you now go and then edit it. So you change the name to, instead of home, let's say about. You edit it. The second one, you rename the findings. The third one, you rename to maybe conclusion. So yeah, and then maybe the last one will be literature. Right. So like I said, all images must be here. So let's take, for instance, this our information about my phase 3 report. Let's say this information about my phase 3 report, and then I need to take it to, yeah, this one, this table. You can design this table also. Remember when you're designing this table, under the finding, the columns. This is first TR. You can design it in a table way, or you can use snipping tool. So you search for snipping tool. Just like the graphs. And then you grab the screen. Let's say this is the first finding. So you grab the screen or if it's graph, because you have done the analysis. Now you save it, you click here, save, or you sometimes see file, save as. Now I'm going to save it under that pet phase 3 website. It must be on the same page. Now I save it as maybe, you just give it a simple name. So you can say img1 or image1. Remember, save as type is JPG. If you want PNG or GIF, you can change it, but it's better you use the JPG. Now, with this, I've saved it as JPG. Now I can just go there, and I want it to be under the findings. So I go to the findings page. This is the findings page. So I open this one with Notepad++. Then don't forget, the title should be finding. I don't need all this. So I will leave out the background. The background should be consistent, and then the TH must be the same. So what you need to do is to remove this. You don't need this one. And then the heading should also be there. And then maybe this paragraph here, you make it also a heading, or you put a small introduction here. Then here is findings, H1, report findings. You close your H1. So here you can say align equals to center. Right, so this is our findings. You align it as center. Then you put the paragraph to explain. In this this page will focus on the key findings from phase 2. So you just write a simple paragraph or introduction. Then under 8, this findings here, you can put your image, your first graph. So you put the heading there, then you put the information. So you can put also the heading, what the question is all about. Let's say the question is, so I will make it H2. Then it's maybe ethical or awareness of AI. Let's say that is what that question is. And then you put that image there. IMG SRC equals to, remember I save it as, let me check again. The name is IMG1. So IMG1.jpg, because it's JPEG file. And then I can align it to the center or justify or leave it like that. But you must specify the width. Let's say the width is 120, and then the height maybe 150 or 100. And then every image, you must have ALT, alternative text, so that if maybe to cater for those who can maybe notice the image, what the image is all about. So because this image is about awareness of AI, then you say ALT, awareness of AI image. all the images must have the ALT. So you specify it, the image, the width, the height, and that one, right? Now let's look at it. So all your questions and the findings, you put them there, or you can also put them in a table where you can create your table, then you put a snapping tool for that. So now let's look at my findings. Yeah, there we go. The image is there. Remember, if it doesn't show properly, you can change the width and then the height. So here I can change the width to be 500 and then the height to be, let's say, 450. There we go. So the heading awareness of AI is there, and this one. You can place them at center also to arrange them nicely. So please don't forget to put this one on top, and these images will be below. So in order to do that from the table, you must put a break to separate it. Let's check. I think the table was not closed or something. Let's check the first table. This table here, we close it. Yeah, the table should be on top before the image. Right. So basically, this is how you should do this work. Yeah, this table here. Let me check. Yeah, I did not close this table. Yes, after the TR, I must close the table. Before you put the BRs and other, that table should be there so that to be on top. Always this one. So when I click on the findings here, it takes me to the home page. From the home page, if I click, so here is the home page. Now from here, if I click on findings, it takes me to findings as well. Right. So you must make sure that all your links are working. And like I said, that part that says the conclusion or the references, like you said, the reference should be bullet, or the conclusion must also be in bulleted form by using the UL and then the OL. So basically, this is what is expected from you regarding the PET Phase 3 report and then the PET Phase 3 HTML. Good luck.